Yo, what's going on, ladies and gents? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today we are once again back on Modern Warfare, and I wanted to share with you guys the best class setup for the brand new SA87 Breath of the Gods blueprint. This is a brand new blueprint unlocked in the Season 6 Battle Pass, and I'm going to be straightforward with you. The blueprint itself is trash. It is so bad. I tried using it this morning. There are attachments on this SA87 that don't make any sense, that do not do anything except hurt this weapon, and many of you probably don't even realize it because I'm sure most of you don't even use an SA87. But for those of you that like using it and want to try out this blueprint, I've created a class setup without changing too many attachments that can make this weapon really good. As a matter of fact, I would almost recommend using this thing in Warzone because it is very good. It is a very slow-paced weapon. It is not an aggressive setup. The original blueprint is meant to be a very defensive SA87 class, which makes sense because it's an LMG. It just, the optic was terrible. Some of the other attachments just didn't make any sense. So I wanted to fix this thing up and make it the best that we could possibly make it without changing the way the weapon's supposed to be played with. So what you guys are watching right now is me demonstrate what this specific class setup is going to play like against some multiplayer bots. And as you guys can see, this thing fries. It is a laser. It is very good to use, and it's actually a lot of fun. And you can try this thing out in multiplayer for yourself if you like. But without further ado, let's jump into some of the attachments. So if you guys take a look at the attachments that we're using, the muzzle that we're using is the monolithic suppressor. The original blueprint, I believe, had the lightweight suppressor, which doesn't make any sense because we're gaining sound suppression but losing damage range when the mono gives us both of those. So the monolithic suppressor, definitely the best way to go here. Again, a great attachment for Warzone as well. So that mono suppressor muzzle. The barrel that we're using is the SA87 25.4 inch factory barrel. This is what came with the original blueprint, and obviously it is the best barrel out of all three when it comes to that accuracy, range, and control. So that SA87 25.4 inch is what we're using here. We're not going to be using a laser. Now the optic that we're using is the VLK. It originally came with that insane hybrid scope with the thermal. It didn't make any sense. It was a pain in the ass. It did not do well. And the VLK is essentially the same thing without the thermal, so I threw that on and it worked very well. It's extremely accurate. You can do great from long range, and it's a laser. I mean, there's really no reason to not run the VLK on this thing. Again, a great attachment to use if you want to try this thing out in Warzone, but the VLK is the optic that we're rocking with. Now, we're not going to be using a stock. I believe in the original blueprint, we had a stock that only gave us aiming stability, which, by the way, doesn't make any sense for an LMG because we're not going to have idle sway. So I decided to take that off since it was completely useless and throw on an underbarrel, which is the Commando foregrip, which is going to give us not only that aiming stability that's useless, but we're getting recoil stabilization, giving us a nice boost to that accuracy and control. What's also great about this is we're not losing more ADS speed. This weapon is already going to be a very slow-paced gun, but with any of the other underbarrels, we're just going to lose even more ADS, and then it's almost not even worth using. So with the Commando foregrip, we avoid that, and we still are able to get that recoil stabilization. We're not running any extra ammo. Again, in Warzone, I would recommend running the 60 round mag, but in multiplayer, which is what this class is built for, we're not running any extra ammo. I'm taking players out in literally 3 to 4 shots every single time, so there's no need to have extra ammo. And last but not least, the rear grip that we're running is rubberized grip tape, which again comes with the original blueprint and is a great attachment for a weapon that you want to make a laser. This gives you recoil control, which obviously helps out your accuracy significantly, and the only con here is a pro or a con that's not going to affect the weapon at all, which is again aiming stability. So we're essentially getting free recoil control here. Again, you guys could see in the gameplay how accurate this thing is, and I don't even have the best aim. So hopefully you guys are able to put together this class and do just as well as I was able to. I'll give you guys one last look at all the stats and attachments that come with this specific blueprint setup. If you guys have any questions about this specific class or the original blueprint, please make sure to leave a comment down below, and I'll be sure and try to help some of you guys out. But I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see all you guys in the next video.